Okay, hey there everybody, looks like that's working. So, yeah, Age of Wonders 4 expansion came out. I did pick it up, I did check it out a little bit, but I haven't gone too deep into it. I did finish off Crimson Caldera. Just had to continue swatting my way through it a little bit more, but it didn't actually take as long as I thought it was going to get through the rest of that. So let's check out this one. This level undead units are common. I'm just going to get my chat up and running. So we're going to try out the new dragon stuff. Lots of undead, so we're going to have to figure out something that's specifically good against undead units. Curse of Undeath, which means what? When this unit dies, it is resurrected with 20% of its maximum hit points after one turn. Ah, okay. So it's Marauder and Free City units, so it's not the actual enemy units. Less Free Cities. Okay, so we're going to have to make ourselves a faction that's designed for this sort of thing. So we're in a land of sort of like the dead and stuff like that. We're going to be like Ratkin that are sort of gnawing on the bones of the dead, sort of raised up there. Yeah, show you the wonders, that sort of thing here. So this comes with the new thing here, Poisonous. The new DLC. We're not going to take that here. That obviously seems bad against undead. I don't think that that would be a good choice. What we're probably going to try and do is go for like a bulk mass strategy and try and win this relatively faster compared to the other ones. I'm going to go with Bulwark. I thought there was another thing that got added in here. We could go with Tenacious. So there is a strategy sort of thing that I have in my head that I think we might be able to use here. Ferocious or Tenacious are the ones that we're going to be wanting to go for, in my view here. Because we're going to be going for, like, mass tier 1s, so I think we're going to go with Tenacious and Bulwark. Holy Rats, these are not going to be holy. They're going to be probably more fire. I think we're going to try and do fire, but you're right, holy actually would be pretty good. Maybe we do some of that as well. Rat. Well, unfortunately, we can't do that because we're going to be using a dragon because that's the new thing, and I want to try that out a little bit.
What defines their society?
Let's see here. We're going to be gnawing on undead potentially, but I could also be doing stuff like this. We don't want vassals because we're not going to be getting vassals. This is support and polearm. So this would actually be pretty good. Devotees of Good would be actually quite decent for us. What I'm looking for is things that give me bonuses to spear units. Bannerlords could be potentially interesting. I think we go with Prolific Swarmers as one. If we do that, we only need one other thing that gives us spear bonuses. Because I want to be able to get like these guys to be really high tier really easily and really quickly. Although we could do Mana Channelers because we're also going to be doing Dragons. That would be helpful for that, but... yeah, I think Runesmiths is a good option here. They're level 1. They're tier 1 units, so maybe I don't actually need to focus on getting them the extra stuff as quickly. So maybe I don't think about them. Maybe I think about the Dragons. If I'm going to do that, then I do want Mana Channelers. And maybe Artifact Hoarder? No, that would be a different build, I think. Maybe we do something crazy here. What do dragons count as? I can't remember. I'd have to get to tier 3 quickly, so I think we just go with Ancient Wise Ones or something like that. It's gonna be not quite Skavenish, but a little bit Skavenish, just in the sense that they're like just relying on huge hordes of really lousy rats to appease their gigantic dragon god. So, in the sense that like if a bunch of Skaven got like taken over by a dragon, yeah, that would basically be how they'd act. I can't remember what dragons count as, though. I think we're going to pick Runesmiths here, just because that's a really easy bonus there for tech.
Choose your first tome of magic.
And for tomes, we're going to go with Tome of the Horde here. Early game rushing, and then we go with the Dragon Lord. So there are two types of dragons that are good against undead. That would be either the Order Dragon, which does spirit damage, or it would be the Chaos Dragon. I'm going with the Chaos Dragon because it does that fire damage, and we're going to lean more into that chaosy sort of stuff there. This is a terrible icon. This is like... What are these colors here? Come on. Let's go with orange. I think that symbol is actually kind of okay with that color scheme. Obviously the dragon here, we want to be like a fire dragon. That looks way better. You can actually pose the dragon quite a bit. Like, you can do a lot to change up the appearance of it. But just because of the way they work, it's so much harder to get them to look like the way you think that you want them to look, because everything changes everything so much. Okay, so it being a Chaos Dragon means that we get extra Chaos Affinity points, so we've got a lot of Chaos Affinity, we got a lot of Astral Affinity. We are going to get a little bit of Holy Affinity, because we do want Mighty Meek. But eventually we're going to be going into the book that gives us the dragons, and they're going to be like our heavy-hitting unit that slowly gets rid of our Tier 1s to a certain extent there. I think that actually looks... I think this dragon looks pretty cool already. I think that's fine.
Journey begins.
Demon Wing of the Enchanting Ratkin. Apparently that's a lady dragon, I cannot tell. I think Brimstone Leviathan is actually a pretty good name there. Apparently it's a lady, so we'll stick with that. I don't know how you're supposed to tell with dragons, honestly. So basically what we have here is like a dragon who has like enslaved a bunch of rat people.
The Shadrai suddenly disappeared. This concerned most Godia, the members of the Covenant in particular, who were actively opposed to the
Yeah, they're pretty powerful.
However, none knew how
but
to
they have like no
function
economic bonuses, really.
or what their destination was. The Covenant convened in Magehaven to debate. The Athlan ruler Sundrin proposed to seek out Prince Meandor, her uncle. Meandor was a powerful wizard of death, and the heir of the fallen house in Iok. He was the first Athlan to discover Magehaven, and had guided many banished wizards there, including the Shadrai.
Yeah, the different breath types come from the different types of dragons. So Chaos one has the fire breath, the green one for nature has like light breath, the holy one has like holy.
It was Meandor.
So yeah, your sort of type of breath is dictated by which of those you are. That's also actually your dragon's basic attack also does elemental damage.
Fortunate. Meandor had elected to exile himself to Oldweald, the ancient home world of the elves, where he established a realm for himself. Since then, concerning reports had reached Magehaven. The shadow of death had washed over the vibrant forests. Its cities
Probably should have gone with
haunted by
cannibals,
lingering
but
souls and roaming spirits who are unable to finish their journeys to the well of creation.
later on you can also change the shape of the breath attack by getting abilities.
Fled the realm, reporting that Meandor was responsible for its fall. He had vowed to restore his beloved lost elven court to its old glory. Dark magic followed him and his apparitions, as he turned the realm itself against anyone who dared enter his waking dream of the past. The Covenant saw no choice but to send a fearless Godir to reclaim this eternal court.
Cannibals is a trait that you can take in this game where your units are given a special ability that lets them eat a fallen enemy that's near them to regain some health, or even a friendly unit if you want to. But it is a pretty weak in-game battlefield heal, but more importantly, every time you beat an army, you get a bunch of food and magic. So it's a good way to get extra resources just from fighting stuff. You get quite a lot of resources that way. What's this extra unit I got here? Who be you? Do I start with 2 heroes? Even though the flowers bloom, birds sing, the air feels stale, I'm joined by the first torchbearer, Sundrin of House Iniak, who frowns upon arrivals. Not how Oldweald was described to me. Okay. Something is very wrong in this realm. I do not trust my senses. I'll follow your lead, Demon Wing. Great. Well, I've got the ability to send this fella off here, have her scout, and potentially set up another colony for me. So that's probably what we're going to have her rush off to do. I'm going to get this rat here that's a ghost to go and scout a bit. And I think maybe we fight for the extra unit that we could potentially get in here. So I want to show a little bit. Yeah, the cannibals would have been actually good for theme-wise rats, especially because we're here to like gnaw on the corpses of the dead. Oh, we started with a Phantasm Warrior, which is nice. We started off with 1 Spell Shield, Arcane Guard, and then the Arcanist. The only thing that's kind of not great for us is the Spell Shield. Other than that, everything's pretty good. I should be able to auto-combat this just fine. Really? Okay, well. So the way this is going to work is I kind of have to get to Tier 3 Nature, which is going to be a bit awkward, and get the growth thing. And Tome of Dragons at Tier 3, so we're going to have to do some weird stuff at Tiers 1 and 2. I can get another hit of Chaos pretty easily. Okay, I want that guy to run up just enough. Maybe if both of them hit the dragon, that's fine. The dragon is actually really tough. Especially since we're hitting like defense and we got the defense stance bonuses here. I'm actually kind of surprised that like the rats don't innately have Cannibal as their like starting trait. Why do I have Awakener? That is so random. Alright. They must assume you're going into this with order. Okay, they did not decide to advance on me. Yeah, so our melee strikes would be kind of interesting because we were also getting that extra bit of damage from there, but we might as well just use the Flame Breath because that is quite a bit of damage. I'm going to walk this guy up here, though. And I'm going to boost up our defenses. And I'm going to move you guys up here, and I'm going to boost up our defenses. Okay, I'll still have 2 after this. The reason I'm doing this is I'm trying to get their health down a bit so that the retaliation that I get hit by doesn't hurt me as much. Because they are going to get a retaliation strike against me. Depending on where I'm facing, it'll change which unit gets it. I could have cast a spell to make myself a little bit stronger. I don't want to waste it here, though. I have to aim at this one. Okay, well, it's unfortunate. So I'll get retaliated against by this guy, which I can't reduce the damage from, so... Okay, we popped Draconic Rage on our dragon. So now you got, like, Draconic Rage, we deal a lot of damage. I'm actually just gonna fly, like, over... It doesn't matter. I guess we just hit this guy from the front here. Can you crumble the undead? No, unfortunately. This game doesn't unfortunately have that. That would be nice because they are unbreakable. So if you've destroyed their entire army, literally they don't care. The undead just keep fighting at full strength. So like having that Warhammer-esque thing where they crumble would actually be kind of a nice thing, or they lose health or something. Because it is kind of annoying like having to fight the last bits of undead, but usually the fights are pretty quick, so it doesn't matter that much. And if they're running away, then it doesn't really matter too much. We're going to go with Spawnkin, because that's actually something that we can do pretty freely with this build. This town I can actually set to nothing for 1 turn. I do want to get over to here to get this stuff. I've received some concerning reports from my scouts. Many people in this realm seem to be ghostly. I'm not sure why these spirits are here. Lingering souls are not uncommon, but this density is problematic. Many elven cities, surely one of them withstood this ghostly incursion. There's to be an elven empire in the east. I suggest we venture there and find others who may know more. I think I've chosen something very unthematic for this level, but I'm kind of okay with that. It's kind of funny in a certain sense there. It's just like gigantic undead, gigantic rat-leading dragon helping out the elves with their undead problem by consuming the corpses of all the undead. I really should have gone cannibal for this one. That would have been much, much funnier. Okay. So, just trying to think, like, where do I want to potentially go with this character to go get another settlement, but I think we send our scout out first to figure that out. I'm not actually super concerned about the brigand camp. I think this looks like actually an okay spot. Let's build in here. Let's go after these guys. Let's see if we get a free settlement off this. These guys get murdered in all auto-resolves. They're, like, so fragile. Our dragon's a little bit low health here, which is a bit unfortunate, but it is a tough enough a unit that I think I'm not too worried about that. I just don't want him running up and getting immediately killed by spears, but it should still be okay from here. If we do this and we get the double shield buff, I just have to make sure that I get the shield buff here. That AoE boost to armor and stuff like that. Alright, these guys are going to be important. I need to use them to break defensive modes. But okay. Yeah, not having that archer here kind of sucks, but alright, this is where we do something a bit risky, I guess. I'm gonna move you there. So the reason this is risky is that these guys do extra damage against large targets. Ooh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Forgot about that problem. I'm hitting my own guys a bit. But I do kind of need this in this order anyway, so this is probably fine. And I guess I'm gonna lose my entire movement here. That's fine as well. Yeah, these guys... do I do this, or do I do this maybe? This is going to reduce these guys' retaliation attack as much as possible before we go in here. Okay, so these guys will retaliate against me, but that's fine. They're weak enough that this is okay. This guy's having lifesteal is kind of annoying in some certain respects here. Yeah, them going after these kind of units is good. Taking the flak off of my general, and the fact that they're not dealing very much damage, honestly. Okay, that was fine. I really have trouble, I think, in the sense of, like, the dragon being a good thing. I'm not sure if I think it is a good thing. Because, like, you're getting a really powerful combatant, but is that enough to make up for the fact that you don't really have any sort of economic bonuses at all? I'm not really sure about that. Let's see here. Let's just fly behind these guys, hit them like this. Remove practically all the damage that they can do in retaliation. Yeah, they did too. Alright. The fact that I have to do these fights, man, it's not great. Not loving that part. There's gonna be more hidden here. Like, this is not the whole army for that one. No way that that's the whole army. Alright, let's grab that. Let's me get the Evoker's Abode. And let's start working on some Arcane Guards. Bring this character up here to help out with this other stuff. Tail Swipe is actually ridiculously strong. However, I want Battle Seeker training. This gives me that plus 20% damage on my unit's attacks. And it's pretty much every unit I've got, so... Well, not every unit I've got. Every unit that I'm going to focus on getting, basically. I need to get rid of some of these like higher tier units, like these two guys. I don't need them for this composition. I think I actually move her to attack, and then I'll end up with the whole... Yeah, there's one hidden unit. That's actually less than I thought there was going to be. They get Rally and Fortune. That doesn't matter for the undead. Every time, this guy... What is this guy doing? This one guy just does not want to live. And I'm very insistent that he does. Okay. Might as well awaken here. I'm not even sure how this was the unit that was most vulnerable to getting killed. Now, there's a funny thing here. You kind of want your dragon to be at low health kind of permanently, because then it gets Draconic Rage, like, all the time. Which to me is a bit weird, but it seems to be something you want. That Banshee's going to have the potential to be kind of annoying for us. So we'll see how that all works out, but... do these guys have Slippery? I can't remember. Yeah, that weakness to this stuff is really heading off hard here. Gonna do this just to weaken them so they don't retaliate as hard. Getting hit here would be pretty bad. Yeah, 9 damage is quite a bit. Not loving it. Got a bit lucky on that. Okay, I guess I have to move quite a bit here. I might as well move like this. Okay. I'll throw this on to him, even though he's got a stack of weakened. And just so I'm not getting attacked, let's attack from the rear. And I think we win before those guys can respawn. Yes. Might be able to attack all 3 of these things this turn. If this kills the spear again, I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, no. He lives for once. Okay, this guy's pretty easy. This guy's a scout. Okay, good. I wonder if I'm paying the increased upkeep right now for having an extra hero, because I feel like I probably am. Nope, 2 out of 2. I did get a bonus one. Okay, that's nice. If I was paying like extra, that would be real annoying. Okay, also Battle Secret Training, plus 20% damage on all my tier 1s. And my ruler. So I've got the plus 20% damage. I kind of don't really want anything else from support anymore for this particular character, although defensive training would be really, really strong. What I want to start doing is actually taking these dragon-specific bonuses, like plus 2 defense, plus 5 fire resistance is okay, but Tail Swipe is actually a really strong move. So just taking a whole bunch of these things in general, I think could be really a good choice. So we're going to start with Tail Swipe. Like, the dragon generals, they get so much more powerful than your standard leaders in terms of just stats and ability to kill stuff. The Wizard King is probably like capable of doing more damage once you get like higher tier spells and stuff like that, but until then, this guy's kind of the master at that sort of thing. How much health does everyone have here? This is just a bird and 3 skeletons, so I think we can take that. Just rely heavily on your dragon if you have to. Pretty much every time. I think for my more expensive units, I'm going to have like my other generals like be the ones that are taking after them so that they take that upkeep for me. But the tier 1s I can throw in with the dragon since he's not going to have that bonus. Alright, so we can get Spawnkin done, Blaze of the Horde. Don't have enough for that. I'm getting 3 mana per turn, fantastic. I guess we did pick up an extra unit that consumes that resource, so that's probably why. Okay, I just need 3 turns? 2 turns. This would change it by 1. I don't know. I think I'll do that. I could have just left it, and that technically would have been fine. Here we're going to go with Inspiring Leader. Like I said. I can move my expensive to upkeep units into there. And that increases our mana income up to 9, which is actually really nice. That does reduce our movement speed, though. Albeit kind of not much, actually. I think she'll still be faster. Okay, let's get a shrine, because I do need that so I can get our bonuses there. Father Oak over there. That's not really going to be what we want. I guess I should actually be doing our objective. I like how one of our objectives is literally just win the game. It's like, yeah, your objective is to win the game. It's like, thanks, game. That's it's useful advice. Okay. Can I please not lose any of you stupid spearmen this time? Thank you. Alright, let's get another farm over here. Double farms. I'm going to get the Stone Conjurer next. Okay, so now I can get, like, the Dragon Breath Comet, which is a sort of, like, land it in an area. It's way bigger in terms of, like, range. Gives you good radius of effect as well. I really like it. Cooldown of breath reduced by 1, that seems really good. That seems like that could be quite strong. I'm going to go with the Comet one. I think that one's quite good. There's other shapes that are also good, but I think that that one's the best one. I don't need that. I don't need that. Oh, I should have built another Spearman. That's fine. Man, my mana income is just complete trash. Alright. Make sure we're continuing to get these guys. We'll stop getting them later. Like, there is a point where we stop getting those. But now is not that point. I guess this still moves fast because this guy ignores terrain, so he's still moving faster. Why did my chat literally just move here? What's going on here? Oh god. Okay, what's going on? Okay, here we go. Chat decided to just completely dislocate itself for some reason. Ooh, science. Lovely. Oh, a signature ability is ready. So I can upgrade my dragon, make it more of whatever it is that I'm trying to go for here. It might be best for me to go for, like, chaos aspects, if I'm going to go more down the chaos tree, which I might. But I think you just sort of go with whichever one you think is strongest. And I think nature aspect is really strong. We're also going to be getting nature, so a little bit anyway. That turned us kind of green. That's interesting. I think we can change that back with adjust appearance. Maybe not. Okay, well. Fair enough, I guess. I forgot they changed it so you get the more powerful abilities at level 4, 8, and 12 instead of 5, 10, 15. Which does mean you get access to them way earlier. Let's see, this guy's a white. Immortal Mystics. It's, yeah, okay, well. They almost got another one of these guys. I don't know, I'm gonna retry this. I think I took way more damage than I needed to. Especially now that I got Comet, I should be able to, like, actually do quite a bit of interesting stuff here. I don't think they're actually going to try and move up to here. I think that I just move into position so I can Comet them all next turn. And, like, that's kind of all I really need to be able to do. Then they run up, and then I hit them with the tail swipe, and I basically just clear this with just the dragon, really. Unless they run up here. If they do run up, then I'm just going to obliterate them. Yep, kind of thought that's how they would move. Okay, so I could move up just the one tile, and then hit this, and then get all of them with this comet. Which does quite a lot of damage. The nice thing is I'm also no longer provoking attacks from them during some of these moments. Okay, that's okay, I guess. So these guys can actually move through terrain and stuff like that, so I can actually just pop them up over here. I don't have to worry about the fact that they're getting blocked a bit. The Nightmares, I'm gonna have to get rid of these guys pretty soon. They're costing a lot, and they're not really a unit I want to have. Thanks to Watchful, I still got that. Okay, so I might take the attacks of opportunity here, but you know what? I'm fine with that. So I'm just going to fly over to here. I'm going to tail swipe. And that's going to destroy everything. If I do this first... I think this is going to be a triple kill, and I might end the combat before the Bone Golem gets to re-raise its skeleton, because it gets to raise a skeleton when it dies. No, it still got to. Okay, fine. Let's just do this then. That dragon swipe, tail swipe, hitting like 3 people, it's like a heavy charge attack against a cone. It's so huge. It's ridiculously powerful. One of my favorite abilities. What are you guys standing on? Some gold, okay. So we took like 0 damage this time, except for, well, it's, you know, a lot less than we did for some of those auto-resolves. Okay. I would not mind... Oh, I forgot to actually pick up some stuff. Okay, well, I'll deal with that next turn. Summon Regulars. It's a good spell. Okay. I think we go with Mana Unchained with her. What she takes doesn't matter as much as my leader, so... I do have access to Experienced Leader now. Defensive Training is what I think I'll take first. I'm gonna actually do the other thing first so I don't forget about it, because otherwise I will. Like 100 or so experience, or some 100 or so mana is actually a lot. Okay, I might have to swing these guys by that outpost there, because I'm getting low health. We'll fight this last guy, and then we'll head over. Okay, Forester, that gets us boosts for... I don't need the... I kind of need the Tavern. I do want the Science boost, though. Could get a lot of bonuses to our capital that are good. I really, really like Dragon Scales. I think that Exhilarating Roar is also quite good. It's only strengthened 1, hastened 1, though. Okay, so does this increase my city cap? Or my hero cap, I mean. It did, okay. Okay, so we can get a couple different types. They're both slick. Slippery, devious little skeevy rats, okay. The realm is, it whispers to me, I hear voices of those I thought long lost. They call me, they ask for me to meet them. I can no longer ignore these voices. Please, Brimstone, Leviathan, Demon Queen. I must go to them. Please allow me to visit the source of the voices. Okay, sure. Where is that? That's up north. Well, I was saying, like, I think I want to get a city built up there, so... It's a good opportunity for that. I kind of dislike this. Looks like auto-resolve's probably going to kill my something. Nope. Okay, it was close, though. Dread Spider, that must be a mount version. Okay, I'm going to disconnect this guy and have him go out and do some stuff here while the rest of you... Because he'll catch up. I think. Should, anyway. Should do. Okay, you on the other hand are going to go up here and found a city for us. I don't know if... Is that dragon? That's the new DLC. The new DLC, you can start off with like a dragon instead of a normal ruler. They're expensive and they don't provide any economic bonuses, unlike normal things. But they're still quite good. Like, they're ridiculously strong in terms of like just raw brute power. So, yeah, that's why I want to try out. So we're doing that for the story mode thing here. I'm going to drop this first. So far, my opinion is that, like, they're probably not actually stronger than the other stuff. It seems to me like the dragons are, like, very, very powerful in combat, but the, like, it's not necessarily enough to just by itself win you the game or anything like that. Like, you're not going to win battles with just your dragon all on its own. Let's go with Spawn Cannon here. Like, you still need units. If it's unsupported, a dragon would get, like, torn down by sheer numbers pretty quickly, I think. The other thing about it, though, is that, like, that does give you the opportunity for some interesting and fun gameplay, though, that you wouldn't normally go with in this game. So I do like the addition of the Dragon Lords. Okay, so I got those. I haven't found any of the little things that you get that are unique to mystic cultures yet, which is weird. Okay, I'm gonna grab one of these, I think, right away. I have no money. Perfect. I'm gonna actually avoid getting even a unit then, if that's the case. Yeah, so far it's like stack wiping just random things by itself, the dragon, but yeah, there's no way it takes out like an entire army, and it does have other things like supporting it and dealing damage and stuff like that, so... And here I'm really missing the champion bonus to income, and I'm really getting hurt by the fact that this thing does actually cost money every turn. So not only does a dragon not provide you with like any extra income like every other leader, it actually costs you money. It is brutal. Okay, I can't afford to get a vendor, I need the gold income, so absolutely. Meet the ghosts of two regal elves ruling ghostly city of Memory of Sylvanas. That feels like a reference. Sundrin gasps, Father, Thanos, this is impossible. Hello, Sundrin. The fellow king and his son, Thanos, say in unison, daughter, sister, it has been a long time. That's his daughter, sister? Not? We have missed you. I think you're supposed to assume that this is two people saying different things, I hope. Wait, yeah, no, I assume it's two different people. No, she begs, make it stop. You did not save us. The two spirits continue. When we were betrayed, when we were killed, you were weak. You tried to hide your dark side. You can unmask now. Join us. Join us in death. Join us in eternity. You know you want to. Oh, great. We're apparently fighting these people. Fantastic. Great. Well, I did just put, like, a town there, so I guess I better move over and defend it. Great. Big-ass dragon on the way. I better get, like, a vendor down here as well. I just need more money. Let's see here. Am I actually getting attacked yet? Usually city-states don't, like, directly attack you right away. They usually do some other stuff first. And then they eventually send, like, a wave or whatever. Looks like we're doing okay right now. Like, it's not attacking us right now. Okay, I'm gonna move towards this gold here because I kind of need it. Let's go with that. I wonder how strong, like, a fully combat level dragon can get. Like, if you just do every single thing to make it stronger in combat. And in completely ignoring, like, its governing abilities or its, like, boost to your other units sort of things. We've met Melanus the Lifeless, another lost soul roaming this realm of death and destruction. My husband may want to relive his memories, but I can't sit still while he focuses on the ghost from his past. I will not stop until every world in the astral sea is nothing but dust, stopping the cycle of destruction and creation at the desolation in between. I hoped my husband would join me, but he is afflicted. Are you here to aid me in this quest for death and oblivion, or are you joining the many cursed souls in this realm? I'm here to claim this realm. Apparently that's the only option. Fallen Emperor found, Spellweaver found, Tomb explored. Ventured here to find them, hoping our reunion will lead to a renewed alliance, but he has become pathetically obsessed with the fate of all souls within the astral sea. Whenever I dare to even come close to his translucent pets, he calls me a mortal traitor and threatens to attack me. I try to reason with him, but he pays me no heed. Meander is afflicted by a powerful spell. Okay. Sure. Let's get you in here as well. Okay, Spawnkin is going to look derpy because it always does. I kind of actually dislike this spell, but on rats it should look okay. Yeah, honestly, that doesn't change much. On some of the factions, that looks really stupid. Ratkin, I think that actually is probably, like, they're kind of designed to be like that. Okay, so I need to continue boosting money, I think, for a little bit. Tavern would also boost our money, but let's do market first. Down to I'm down to 60 gold per turn. That's so brutal. Okay, another home. Just outside of theirs. Can't wait till I've got the Tome of Dragons, actually. Meander's state of mind is concerning. I can't help feel the Chandra behind. It's typical of those fools to mess with Godir they were told to avoid. Never mind. Meander is crucial for the Covenant to follow the Chandra in time, and I have to admit I have personal reasons for searching for him too. With my father gone and my mother missing, I have questions and doubt that only he can answer. We must bring Meander to the Covenant. He cannot allow the Chandra scheme to continue with us. Okay. The lore of this game I'm not 100% sure about sometimes, but I kind of feel like I understand what's going on roughly. Never been a huge fan of, like, fantasy where they just throw out, like, a ton of jargon names and stuff like that, though, but this one's not too bad so far. Okay, so we've got our Tome of the Horde done. Now I just sort of have to decide what we're going to do for the other side of things. So, on the one hand, what I'm probably going to do tier 2 is go for one of the Tomes of Faith, but I don't know if I'm going to make that my higher tier tome. What's more likely is that I want to go with, like, Tomes of... Maybe I'd go Tome of Evolution. I kind of don't like Tome of Evolution. There are things I like in it, there's things I don't like in it. We're probably going to be going for nature, and we're probably going to be going for chaos, so I'd probably actually go for a flat-out nature thing. And if I'm going to do that, I think we go Tome of Beasts. Maybe not. Ah, God, this is a hard choice. I didn't think this part through super well. Alright, let's get Tome of Evolution. Let's just try that. I will need something that boosts nature. Like, I might have to go double nature in the next one.
Is a curious one. Take the lowly slither hatchling, whose pathetic form can barely survive even the kindest environment. Yet, when thrown into the fray,
this becomes really strong later.
changes into something more.
This is okay right now. And becomes quite strong later once we get actual dragons. Okay, I need gold, so I guess we do this for now. Let's hit summon irregulars. I don't need the other one right yet. Building cheaper research structures. I want the reduced upkeep in a bit. Reduced upkeep is going to be actually quite strong for us, but... Can't believe they would just flat out call it a place Memory of Sylvanas. Feels crass almost, honestly. Feels pandering, but then again, I'm not a huge fan of the World of Warcraft games or anything like that, so... I don't know, maybe people like that sort of stuff. Okay, well, I'm just gonna do that one. We're about to get in, like, 10 fights, so... Okay, summon irregulars. I'll drop one in there. Actually, I should be throwing them all into the other group, but you know what? It's fine. Okay, we're hitting two of these groups here. I'll hit auto combat, but I'll probably have to fight this. Yeah. Alright, so... You get a chance to see what this dragon's all about. This dragon is all about being really overpowered. Okay, that is some strange movement the AI has chosen to do there. That is some very funky stuff going on. Alright, I don't like that sword. That sword hits like a truck. That thing has the potential to do some damage to me. Alright. Trying to get my formation so that we could potentially do a pretty powerful Mana Unchained thing or whatever. It gets us a lot of extra damage. It's like an extra 5 per hit per person. It's quite a bit. It's honestly one of the ones I prefer having, because it's just so powerful. Well, they gave me Starblade, so it's a lot less important now, so... Okay, this person can actually, like, get to these guys, just because they've actually got a charge and stuff like that, but let's, Actually, I'm gonna move to here. Just so that I get the shield bonus on, like, everybody here. I'm actually just going to wait for them to come to me. I actually am going to use the Mana Unchained. Because that just makes us way stronger. Probably should have turned that unit around, actually, but... This is fine. Like, this hits so hard. Dragon just, like, slams into them with the comet-style thing. Okay, technically I think this is fine. I think we got, like, capped Starblades on pretty much everybody at this point. They awakened a Scout. That is interesting as a choice. Nice. And we got 2 retaliations. Okay. So, I get 2 of them, so I could actually just swipe from here and just kill 2 things. Because that's fair. Looks like this is the easier to hit thing somehow. Not sure how that's the case, but whatever. I don't think this guy's got any particular resistance to charge, so this should cancel his retaliation. These guys can get around behind because they ignore terrain. And then this fella can finish them off. Okay, so I've got strength and I've got full star blades. I've got like... Okay, this is 78 damage. Sure. Yeah, that's some heavy hitting. Now this person's going to jump in and probably wallop me for a whole bunch of damage. That's fine, though. Alright. Let's just let this person come in here. Only hit me for 20. That's as much as one of my attacks. That's actually really unimpressive, honestly. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, everything came back as undead. I forgot about that part. But everything's undead with so little health that it kind of doesn't matter. Killing them all a second time has had a major improvement on my morale. I don't know about this. This is risky. This is a little less risky. That should be enough damage that I can get the kill now, yes. 29 damage on one hit. That's so gross. That's like a tier 1 spear unit that's just fully buffed out the wazoo. Alright, let's get back here so we heal a turn, and then we'll get ready to attack their capital. Okay, summon the regulars again. I just want to keep that rolling so I can get the stack to full pretty quickly. Okay, our income's okay right now. I do want to start getting mana obelisks soon, but I want the library right now. Our science income is just garbage right now. And in spite of that, I don't really want to get that thing. Let's get the farm here. Oops. That was that one. Okay. Yeah, I do want reduced upkeep. I do need some points for that. I do like this map's ability to, like, sprawl out. This isn't as limited in terms of, like, my city building as normally the case in this game. A lot of the time I have a real difficult time finding spots to build outposts or cities or stuff like that, because just the AI is so aggressive and expanding. Just kind of, like, everywhere immediately. Okay, so I can do this. That just gets us a slightly faster siege. I think that's good enough. Okay. I don't actually want the Weaver and Fledglings. That's, like, not that good, so I'm just not going to bother with it. I'm going to go Tavern next. We're starting to reach into those unhappy levels, so this place is ready to go. I'm going to let it sit until later. And we've got another rat that we could have join up. Gain stack of strengthened on hit. This is an archer. Okay, fine. What kind of bow is that? It's a standard bow. That's a weird arrow. Okay, I've got 4 heroes, which is a little bit unfortunate in some ways, but it's fine. I guess. I don't know. Declared a rivalry on me. Why? It's because they're evil, I think. Might not like me doing this either, that might be the thing. Do these guys even have, like, armies here? We're just gonna have, like, extra heroes in the stack, which is not ideal. I don't love doing that, but... Greeted by an apparition. Once this was a powerful emperor, but now merely a fragment of his soul is left. He does not seem to notice his own incorporeality. You address Eniok the Fallen, lost emperor of the Aldweald Elves, ruler of the Eternal Court. I will not allow my throne to be taken, not by Archon law, nor by lesser mortals. The Valley of Wonders is mine and mine alone forever, as my eternal birthright. All opposed me are nothing but usurpers. All invaders in this realm will be eradicated. The court will be eternal. Cool. Great. We're at war now. Fantastic. I'm guessing I have to take that over as well now. Nope, there's another one over there. Okay, well. Let's get the vendor. I need more cash. And again, this place we're gonna just... to hell with it. Alright. Have we got enough money to get rid of some of our costs yet? Yes. Still a couple turns for that one, that's fine. I'll drop this fella into this stack. Feels kind of wasteful, but feels like the best way to do things for now. Savior many by fear has gone mad. When Meander arrived with his welcome to open arms as any elf would be. More disturbed. Okay. I believe Shadow Prince Meander of House Eniok is the... Yeah. She may know more. Okay. Kind of forgot I was supposed to be traveling in a different direction with our scout here. I kind of wanted to sort of skirt the Eternal Court a bit, but I think that counted as the one of the victory conditions, so that's fine. Draconic Vitality, I guess we do this now. This doesn't help us at all with like our main units, because they're like all deliberately low-tier units. But... mostly fine otherwise. This person is probably going to go to war with me regardless, so... I could potentially try to just clear that with settled grievances, but... yeah, that's expensive. I think we're just going to go to war, it's fine. Okay, so let's reduce our unit upkeep. Yeah, it didn't actually decrease our costs as much as I would like, but... I think I've rolled spears on every rally roll that I've done so far, which is kind of interesting. Okay, let's grab this. Would not mind spending to get this as well, but it's fine for now. Okay, I have to take out that guy, I have to take out this guy. I think that down here we're just scouting. Okay, I need to back up a bit. Okay, there's some major expansion going on somewhere with these guys. That's fine. Just gonna check something here, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Ooh, there we go, 148. Our income's jumped. So that's going to help out a bit, but as you can see, we're still kind of poor. Gaining for kills, might want to do that. Alignment change to good. It's probably actually... I probably don't need to be good aligned here. I can probably get away with being, like, evil or something, just because there's no, like, vassals. Or anything like that. That's kind of not too bad. I kind of don't care about that. That's fine. I wonder if you're gonna, like she's gonna go evil or something on us or something like that. I feel like that might happen. Man, I really wish I had the shadow thing. It got nerfed to shit, but it's still 150 knowledge per hero. It's still pretty good. It's way less than the like 200 I would have if I was doing this normally or previous to the patch. But then again, that's kind of why it got nerfed, because it's like way too much science. Alright, let's hit auto. Let's see what happens. Okay, one of our units dies against literally practically nothing. Fantastic. Probably got focus fire burst down by something, I don't know what. These are all ghosts. I wonder what their resistances are for being ghosts. I want to check that. What are your resistances here? I think that's just a skin thing, apparently. It doesn't have any specific... Doesn't actually... Yeah, that's just a visual effect. That's kind of neat. Just hitting that wall in impotent rage or whatever, I guess. Okay, I kind of want them to be forced to move towards me, obviously. Why is auto-resolve so bad? It's because I've got very fragile units. A lot of the units I have right now are extremely brittle, so if you let them get hit by a couple attacks, they die. So if you position carefully, you can make it so that your opponent can't do that to them. But the AI kind of plays them over-aggressive. And just running forward is actually a pretty viable strategy in this game, so... it's also not taking advantage of the sort of strategy that I've set up here, which is kind of a counterattack, hit-defend button while dragons do all the heavy lifting sort of thing. So it's the AI is bad for adopting the strategy that I want to be using with this particular run. Because my strategy for this run is very much like get up in their face and then hit defend. With the particulars that we got here. Nice. Proc Draconic Rage on us, that's good. Okay. I could just fly up over here. That's probably actually one of our better choices, honestly. Just gonna turn like this. This guy's kind of like countered for me being there. And I think this destroys part of the wall since I have got Demolisher. Which does let us flood in with these other troops. But yeah, it's honestly like not really something I expected the auto-resolve to be super good at, is like just adapting to figure out what sort of strategy the player was trying to do. Like that's unreasonable for me to expect it, but in instances like this it is annoying. Let's see here. He's got a teleport attached to him, so he's actually got the ability to just run up and smack me anyway, so... I can't really do much about that. Okay, so just lock these guys in place, and then we hit defend here. I'll move you guys up here and then hit defend as well. Same here. I don't fully benefit from the strategy, though, just yet. That comes later, but... He's probably going to try and take out these guys, is my guess, so... I'm going to move to here, because I think he can actually teleport behind them. And if he does that, I want to be able to, like, instantly kill him. This is our single biggest hit for this sort of thing. I can't really get in from this side anywhere. I think there's a breach there I could get up. That won't be this turn. I'm going to move to here. And next turn I'll use Mana Unchained, but for this turn we just fire a shot. This person with the staff is not threatening to me. This is just positioning still. Positioning and posturing and getting ready. Okay. Well, this guy's got ×2 retaliations. I don't want to get hit by that. I'll pretty much fully boost those guys. I'm not loving this positioning, but... yeah, I figured those guys would be dead before they got a chance. This guy's got a 35 hit retaliation. I don't really want to mess with that with the spears that are already pretty injured. But I do have the tail swipe with the dragon, so I can just get over here. Do that, and you can't... oh, he got to attack me before... okay, well that's obnoxious. Okay, well, fantastic. Okay, if that happens again, I'm kind of toast, so I kind of have to do something about this. What about Blaze of the Horde? Is that going to do any damage to this guy? Not a ton. It is quite a bit, but it's not, like, enough. Okay. It's always one step further than I need. Okay. If I lose the dragon off this, then I do have to redo this fight, but... really wondering if I can actually do anything about this. Doesn't feel like it. I've got this. That's about, I think, the best I can do. 18 extra hit points is probably... oh god. I would not want this to have an auto-battler. That would be atrocious. Tried to assassinate me. Absolute wanker. Well, how about you take this then, buddy? There you go, punched in the face. Hope you enjoyed it. Alright, flanked, so we get free kill here. What exactly did make that suddenly explode? Because auto battlers in some form have been around for a while now, right? What was what kicked off that trend? Was it the Dota one? Because I think that was the one that I saw that became kind of big. Because it is a different format, I guess, of an auto battler. It is different than other auto battlers that I've seen, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Okay, best I'm gonna get. They revamped the crit system on this, so like crits are a little bit less BS, so kind of glad that I still got one. Goes to the Fallen King Saradris of House Enoch is defeated. He and Thanos appear in front of Sundrin one last time. We can see clearly now that we are freed from this realm. We are sorry, Sundrin. We did not intend to fight you. This realm, it affects the soul. Thank you for releasing us. Auto chest, TFT, spread into roguelikes. Oh, maybe... Was it the spread into roguelikes? No, I don't think so, because I saw them being really popular before they started becoming roguelike. Like, I still remember the more competitive ones that don't have that element. I don't know. It's leaking into other genres now. Yeah, it was still big before it started leaking into other genres, though. I think that it's... I guess it depends on when you say that it got big, because it's still getting bigger, I feel like. Do not let it overtake your heart. Honor me by protecting those who cannot protect themselves. You smell. Someday we'll meet again. Cool. My father and brother died because I cannot protect them, and during my torment of shadow I have seen dangers even we go to can barely comprehend. I must protect those who cannot protect themselves. For this I must make hard choices, do things others may not understand. Currently that means breaking the curse on my uncle by any means necessary so he can lend his aid in return. Okay. Experience rank up for 12 turns. Yeah, auto chests and TFT were definitely the big ones. I think there were other variants of that that were essentially auto battlers before that, though, weren't there? I feel like... I guess it depends on what you consider an auto battler, but... Increase morale major... for 12 turns, darn. Okay, I thought that was permanent. I was hoping that would be permanent, but it's not. Okay, so we're going to create a vassal. I still want to be inside my own terrain here. So that we can heal. Okay, so we got access to more Draconic Health, more Draconic Scales. I could get 2 resistance and 5 more fire resistance. That'd be pretty good. Terrifying Gorging. Has a base 90% chance of consuming the target tier 1, 2, or 3 enemy unit. If successful, heals the unit 30 temporary hit points. If resisted, deals 30 physical damage instead. When this unit is killed, the last unit that was consumed is brought back. What? So if you kill him, I guess you cut him out of the stomach. Okay, fair enough. Tail Swing gaining a stun and a displace. That's pretty good there. I guess the thing about like auto chess and TFT is that they were on already existing like huge platforms. So like the smaller ones that I think came before them, or that were like proto auto chess things or auto battlers, were like not reaching the same audience. That's probably what happened. Because like millions of people play Dota and League, so. Because even I played like Teamfight Tactics. It's like, it's not my favorite thing, honestly, but I've played it. God, what do I want out of this? What's Chaos Aura? At the end of each turn, adjacent enemy units have a 60% chance of being afflicted with a random negative status effect. If it weren't for the fact that everything dies when I hit it, that would be amazing. I'm going to take this Tail Bash thing. Okay. This guy, I think we go with Shepherd. What's this? All units with Evolve have minus 20% unit upkeep, plus 2 defense, plus 1 resistance. The reason I don't like these things is that your units that have Evolve usually evolve. That's kind of the point of them. So they stop getting the benefits from these bonuses. So it feels kind of bad to take those. That's why I never do, but they're probably fine. Like, they're probably quite good. Okay, what do I want here? I could start getting things that give her... Before moving on from the game. Yeah, I honestly didn't play it very much. It wasn't, like, that interesting to me, but I can definitely see the appeal of it, because you can sort of just turn your brain off and play it, or you can actually try if you want to. I don't know why you would try, but, you know. It feels like it's more interesting when you're just sort of, like, casually playing it and turning your brain off. I think the extra hit points is what we go for here. TFT is definitely not a game I could put, like, major investment and time into, though. That would drive me nuts. Okay, I think I know what I want to do here. So we'll go fight the Eternal Court pretty soon. Meantime, we're just going to move you, like, here. And you here. Since both of you need a little bit more healing. I'm going to send this guy to go clear out this, and then... Honestly speaking, like, the one that I saw that kind of looked interesting was that one where you've got, like, a bunch of different animals running around doing stuff, because that looked even more casual, but... At the same time, I kind of don't really play enough of those sort of games to really get any value out of it. I kind of could, but... Well, the thing about those is that, like, there is a ton of RNG. A lot of what you're supposed to be doing in those is, like, not the RNG stuff, though, apparently. Like, people can consistently win it over and over and over again. So, it's not truly about the RNG factor. I think the thing I disliked about it, instead of it being RNG, is, like, the RNG is about whether or not you can actually play the game the way you want to. Which is very different from, like, RNG whether you win or lose, because you can win that game pretty consistently if you know what you're doing. I don't necessarily, but... if I wanted to try, like, a specific strategy, there'd be no way that I could actually specifically try that strategy out. If I just wanted to win, like, that's a bit different. Oh, these guys aren't even gonna fight. Okay, well... Fine, then. Don't fight me, I guess. Cowards. Okay. So, we'll sweep this army across over towards Eternal Court, and that'll be fine. Yeah, Mechabellum looks like more like those old... I guess they're not true auto-battlers, but those auto-battlers where you would just, like, build a ton of units, like those StarCraft 2 mods. And they'd sort of smash into each other. But I think those are sort of in the same vein as an auto-battler in a lot of ways. That's how I view them anyway. Not sure how many people would agree with that. I'm gonna get conduits. I've been denounced. Oh no. A friendship with me has been declared. Okay. That's actually really good. Let's get a wizard's bond so I can get that friendship there. I kind of wonder, like, if Mechabellum wanted to be called, like, Mech War, but then they just were like, I guess that's already copyrighted, so they just had to find another way to say it, the exact same thing without using those words. It's almost what it feels like to me, but... Or I guess not that, it's a trademark? It'd be a trademark violation, not a copyright violation. Same thing. It's not, but I mean, you know, same thing. Alright, got our tier 2s here. Okay, so we're going for... I feel like these sort of tomes, and for the, aspect of the root. This works on polearm units. This is actually really good for our strategy, so I'm going to get this for aspect of the root.
Might in the
Leaf skin is fine, so we'll take that, but I really wish I could have gotten something else there. I almost want to get the mint, which is usually a building I don't want to get too early, but... Okay, Arcane Institute, and then the Tavern. Ooh, this doesn't have a Stone Conjurer yet. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, cool. Hopefully she doesn't mind me scouring the Eternal Court, but given all things considered, I think that should be fine. I like how Memory of Sylvanas is still being run by ghosts, even though theoretically we kind of like purged the ghosts out of there. I don't know. It's fine. It's heading eastward this way. I swear, if a spear dies in this one, I would be so mad. Okay, good. Still took some knocks, but nothing too bad. Okay, fine. Looks like our early game summon actually is the first thing to reach cap level, which is interesting. Tomb of the Lost Mother, so I'm going to have to clear that. That might potentially be really hard. We'll find out. Market. Let's get the Evocator's Abode. Who are you? I don't really know. Let's get this. So this adds like 3 hit points to most of our units, I think. I'm not sure what they mean by rank. It could be... That could actually be the amount of experience points, so this might actually be good for us. I can never tell if they mean rank, like as in how many levels your unit has, or rank as in like the type of unit. Whether it's a... No, that's tier. I think this does boost them better. Okay. That's probably fine. I'm okay with that. I'll have to go fight them later, but it's fine. I should research roads and actually use those. There's a couple things I want to get from here. Let's get this. That'll cost me a ton of money. And then we'll also increase our city cap by 1. Because we're about to need that. Okay, grab that. Kind of want to grab that one, but let's continue building down this way so that I block off stuff that they want to take. I think they've already got kind of the better provinces, but it's fine. Hello? I thought we were friends. What's going on here? Oh, there's another person here. Arachna. Chanting past. Whilst traveling the Eternal Court, your path is blocked by an apparition claiming to be a spirit from your own past. Demon Wing, you may have forgotten about me. So many go to you forget their past. This quest of yours is so tiresome. Lay down with me instead. Give the stars with me like we did before, remember? Take my hand, take your rest. You, sir, are a smelly little rat, and I'm a dragon, so why would I listen to you? Meeting the Spellweaver. Spider Queen Arachna seems... I feel like the fact that they've gone with an elf spider queen thing is very just a reference to D&D Dro, but, you know, whatever. I should have known this day was coming. You caught me, Brimstone, Leviathan, Demon Wing. Let it be known, it is not my intention for Meander to transform into a will of souls. I merely aim to keep him distracted. Who ordered you to do this? Sundrin demands. No, the Shedrai? Rachna answers coldly. Unlike many others in this web of Godir, I act on my own volition. I saw a problem and I solved it for now. Now that you know what I'm doing here, I must kill you. Meander must not awaken from the spell I wove. What spell did you weave? Tracking the legendary Meander was actually easy, actually. Every god here has their strings to pull. I merely weave webs with them. Well, that was like our last mission that we did in the Caldera. Already stooping around the Shadrai, but I cannot feed him, and even if I did, I would undoubtedly crawl back to he would undoubtedly crawl back to Mage Haven. So instead I used the ghost of his past to keep him occupied. Have you met him yet? His father especially was a challenge, since only a fracture of his soul was roaming Aldwale, but I made do. Perhaps Meander will trap your souls here too after I defeat you. Okay, cool. I guess we're just fighting now. Great, fantastic. Who is that? She's probably underground. I'm going to make the bet that she's underground. That's where the Drow usually are. Alright, so I have to turn on this thing that enables road building. That lets us move out to here and costs us a bunch of money. Because apparently you move faster while you're building roads. I guess. It's my goal in one run to just turn the entire map into one gigantic parking lot, I guess. Just build roads everywhere. I met her down there. She's going to try and kill my scout if I don't get out of there, which kind of don't care about, but if she tried to kill my scout, that would be fine, honestly. Let's see here. Again, I kind of want to build buildings sort of down here to block off this area a bit. I'm making her angry. I don't care. I could settle some grievances, but she can justifiably declare war on me, though. Okay, we got that extra hit point spell ready. Got our leaf spell, which is good around this area because there's also just tons of trees. What? Another person? Meander of House Iniok. He is looking pretty pale right now. You meet the ruler of this realm, the Shadow Prince himself. His gaze is absent. He seems to look right through you. So I meet Brimstone, Leviathan, Demon Wing. Are you here to become part of my eternal court? Or are you intruders here to ransack my realm as humans did my fathers? All elves are connected to this world. When they are torn from life, many elven souls attempt to return here. So many never make it, becoming lost. I will not let that happen again. I mean, you wouldn't do that from here, but okay. Yeah, he's preserving the ones that do get here. If they're getting lost on the way here, whatever. There is an irony in seeing how mortals rush to their inevitable deaths. So many eternal lives lost to foolish mortal ambition. Brought back people who are dead. It was flawed. Lost Emperor Iniath fallen, but he's not the same. The end have their uses, but they lack soul. We're using souls as currency, whilst they themselves are the key. I must preserve their souls. I must protect this realm of their soul. None must leave. All must be preserved. Sure. Great. I'm just going to leave him to his visions for now. I don't really need to fight him right now. There's other things to do. I kind of wish I could get around to there so I could fight those two separately, but it's fine. Let's see here. It's a 2-turn breach. That's probably all I really need. These guys will all probably like huddle in behind the walls after this, so hopefully this should... Looks fine. Okay. Let's hit this. Oh wow, that is a big change in appearance. That is grotesque. Wow. Disgusting. Alright, fine. Leaf skin gives us some interesting stuff there. +1 resistance is nice. I would not mind getting some summon irregulars in right now, but I think we're going to go for leaf skin. It's not hugely important, honestly, but that's what I feel is probably useful right now. Alright, Rapid Evolution Enchantment. This is more important later. But I kind of want to make sure I get that tech that I actually wanted. Aspect of the Root. There we go. +5 food from farms. I need to save up for a city pretty soon here, so Eternal Court has sent a war party. I think that'd be a little bit more relevant if I wasn't sieging them. I might not have a full stack for this fight, unfortunately, but... Or I might not be able to outnumber them. Looks like they'll outnumber me, yeah. If I can get to these guys, though, I'll be able to fight with the numbers advantage. Nope, they're going in for the kill, it looks like. Or not. Okay, well, that's interesting. Strange choice, but, you know, I respect that, I guess. I don't really, but... Alright. Okay, I think that... Put you here. Can I reach... Should still count as sieging, which is what we want, but I want to go ahead and fight these guys, because that'll be separate. Yeah, this gets rid of 2 stacks, essentially. This does mean we're going to be, like, lower health and everything, but that's fine. Then we get to fly back there. So that got rid of, like, 2 whole stacks worth of troops, basically. I just don't have to fight now. Okay, I kind of need more science, but let's go with this first here. We got farms, we got research. I need lumber mills. This place doesn't even have palisades. I probably should get those. It's fine for now, though. We got lots of cash coming in, comparatively. So Forest Warden is one of the reasons why I like getting the forest stuff. It's actually really strong. I think we're going to get defensive training first, though, because it's just more reliable. Okay, we got lots of people captured. Can you not kill ghosts? How come they're not... Alright, well, whatever. Weird stuff, but... Our tech's at 123. I wish I could get more. Alright, we're through the walls. This should be an easy fight. Oh, we had someone declare war on us. Fantastic. I'm gonna have to rush everything back pretty soon here. What? Okay, well that's interesting. Magistrate Nisquare, Aurora of the Free City of Brilliantum, greets you with some reverence. Salutations, Brimstone Leviathan Demon. When your reputation precedes you, it gives us hope to meet a Brimstone Leviathan who shares our beliefs. This is another ghost? Yeah, these people have declared war on me, that's fine. Wait, where did... what? Oh, I can't negotiate, they're already a vassal. They're just a vassal that we're not at war with because we're not at war with blah blah blah. Okay. Wait, what? quite confused by these compositions here, honestly. It looks like they've got scouts in there. Okay, really? This guy again? You? It's always this slot, too. What is with you guys? I think I am getting a bit faster at doing these not tutorial missions, these story missions. But doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to take a while to finish these missions, because I'm going in blind. Ooh, I think we actually keep this guy back here. I feel like you could actually make a pretty viable build out of Phantasm Warriors, because they, like, adopt your race abilities, I think. Yeah, it's got Spawnkin, it's got Draconic Fatality, it's got Tenacious, so it's got all that. It doesn't have the shield bonus, though. The faction-based one. It does have Exalted Defense, though, so that's good. A lot of these things that we're finding have awoken for some reason. That's a very strange combination to me. And a lot of them aren't actually undead, which is actually kind of disappointing. Because the reason we're a fire dragon is because, like, fire does extra damage against the undead. So the fact that they have just said, nah, screw you, kind of annoying, but whatever. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, I kind of just want to run up and then defend, but I don't want to do that while there's those archers there. So I'm just going to probably defend from back here and just let our dragon get beat up a bit. And that's kind of going to be our turn, I think. Like, I could even heal our dragon a little bit if I wanted to. Could use Youthful Rejuvenation on our dragon. Yeah, no, good to have you around for the time you were around. Let's see here. Yeah, let's do this. This'll, yeah. 46 damage each. Not bad. Okay. Just all scouts. That's so weird. Fragment of the Lost Emperor, Eniac the Fallen, former rules of the Atherin Elven Court, evaporates. Okay. You dare to attack the Lost Emperor, Eniac the Fallen, my father in his own court? I should have known. You are all nothing but treacherous wretches that destroy everything beautiful in the cursed astral sea. I will save all the souls of Aldwild in the astral sea before he can react. Meander raises his arms and pulls in even more souls. I could lose not 399 mana, or a new source of danger will be created. Okay, I'm just gonna lose some mana. I don't really care about it. Okay. Let's actually absorb this one. Alright. So I need to swing some armies down this way pretty soon. If I don't, we're going to be in trouble. I'll go with Forest Warden now. I don't know. That's... yeah, we'll do it. Dragon's more powerful. I kind of want to get Exhilarating Roar here. Dragon Skills too, though. I think is going to be better. Just being invincible is kind of important here. Brings us up to 6 and 6. I think summon some undead would be good here. Up against a lot of holies, so they'll actually kill it fast, but that's kind of what we want, because they'll be more likely to prioritize those hits. Yeah, don't really care about that. Okay. Let's deal. Those two are at war, good. Got Daylight Spears and Sun Priests on the rally. It's kind of interesting. Hopefully those two will keep each other busy enough that I don't have to worry about them. A lot of people going Seed of Shadow, which is not surprising, honestly. Alright, Aspect of the Root, that's going to be really strong for us. We'll go with the Create Forest, that's actually also going to be good for us. I dislike that this is taking us so long, but nothing I can do about that, really. I need the Casting Reserves thing, and I need 150 of the stuff to get it. Yeah, they're pillaging my stuff. I kind of knew that was about to happen. Kind of need a wizard tower pretty soon here. Oh, that's our scout dead. That's unfortunate. Well, we got a lot of scouting done with that one before it died, so... That absorb is taking a long bloody time. Yeah, all these provinces being pillaged, it's not great. Alright, leaf skin's done. That'll help us theoretically in some travel, but, like, technically we kind of did most of the stuff we needed to for travel. Fortunately, at least, like, Runestar's not getting sieged. That's the important part here. Can start using Create Forest to create areas where we have all the advantage because of, like, Forest Warden and, like, Leaf Skin and stuff like that. That's the hope here. That's the synergy in the combo and stuff like that. This feels like it's, not great distance we're getting, but we are sort of just moving at speed, so let's do that. Which province are you? Wait a minute. How did you get stuff up there? What the heck's going on here? Okay, I do need this. Okay, those two have a defensive pact. Fine. So I have to defend up here as well, which is annoying. I wonder if they boosted the AI's abilities, because it didn't used to attack in, like, 2 different directions simultaneously very well. But they're still not, like, aggressive enough in the way that they probably need to be. Maybe they're going to attack Memory of Sylvanas as well up here. That would actually be nice, because it's got an army, so could actually slow them down a little bit there. Okay, so that'll help us out here. I could be working on a second stack right now. And I probably should. Okay, Entwined Protector is kind of nice, but we're going to go with this just because it's cheaper, because we're also not going to be getting those things. Let's cast Aspect of the Root next, and let's use Leaf Skin. Got our Wizard Tower, that's going to help a bit. I should probably do even more of this. I need influence. Yeah, these guys are kind of hesitant, I think, because of these units up here, but hard to tell for sure. Okay, Eternal Quartzars. Let's grab this. Probably need a tavern. And we can get more heroes here. I wouldn't mind getting some more Shadow Affinity stuff. Especially, this seems fine. Actually might want to change our Eternal Court place to having that as our leader, because that's more science. Does Runestar have walls? It does, okay, good. Yeah, they're still standing still up there. Are they gonna move? Yep, they are. Okay, they're gonna start pillaging. I'm gonna deal with south first. I kind of spread out maybe a bit too much, because our border gore is pretty bad. But at the same time, I wasn't really expecting them to be able to attack both our north and our south simultaneously. It's probably gonna actually make them run away, honestly. Like, this is a lot of units sort of heading their direction. Unless they can attack this one without, No, they can't. Okay. Aspect of the Root. Enchant that. Leans into our strategy even more so. Okay. I'm just gonna chuck another hero in there. Alright, our next tier 2 book. And we're probably going to want something in this vicinity. Tome of Revelry can be quite good for us here. Tome of Mayhem could also be quite good. I'm feeling like Revelry would be good. The other alternative is oh right, I needed this for Mighty Meek. That was going to slow us down on tier 4 stuff, but actually we'll be okay. I think we should be okay. So we do this so we can get Mighty Meek.
Faith, fervor.
Which is very, very strong for us here. Man, this being up here is just so painful compared to what it was before. They've really slowed down tech, which I think is a good thing. But at the end of the day, I would like to still be able to tech a little bit. I think I can still reach them. Yeah, I can easily reach these guys still. I don't need to use both sets of stacks. I can actually start sending the other ones up north. I can auto-combat these and then get them out of my territory. Then these guys can head up this way. Then we just have to repair all of this stuff. Double-pronged raiding attack. It's just annoying more than it is deadly. But still, I do need to get rid of it. Okay. After this one, I'm going to just keep going for cheap techs, I think. Ooh, Faithful reduces upkeep as well. I forgot about that. It's actually going to be really, really nice to have. Okay. Do you need to get those teleporters built, honestly? I think that would be... Oh, there's a bunch of their units heading towards us again. Ugh. Rapid Evolution... I think they slowed down the experience points gain. I think that's part of what's going on as well. Open Borders... I have to give them something? That's a bit weird, but okay, sure. Oh no, they gave me money. Okay. I thought they were going to do that for free. I thought like they were asking me for stuff. But you know what? I'll take it. Okay. So these guys are either going to stay, in which case they'll burn down my stuff, but then I'll kill them. Or they're going to run, and I'll be able to save these things from getting... yeah, they got ruined, but I get to kill these guys. Okay. So I think what we do is we move this one sort of like up here, so that I can get the reinforce. Get this battle here. Ouch, that did some damage to us. And then we move like over here. And then this guy goes attacks these other ones. Hopefully we don't take as much damage as we did from whatever the heck that was. First time around. Okay. So then I just have to redo these runes here. Yeah, so this is quite a bit of stuff here, but I can chill kind of near there. I don't actually have to worry about them just yet. Gonna get the bathhouse. Houndmaster because it's the cheapest. And turn. It is actually about time for me to switch to Kerbal's space program now. I feel like I've done maybe half. I feel like I've done about half of what we have to do for this map. This side war here that I've got stuck in is kind of annoying. It's like Arachne that I have to actually fight. That's the one that's actually plot important. So we'll sort of see if her underground lair is expansive enough to be a bother. These guys started moving in force there. Mighty Meek. Chant. Pretty sure I'm seeing minor race transformations. I must have become the keeper of another faction. So I'm just not going to worry about that, really. I could actually cast this. Plus 20% experience from combat is actually really good. So that's helpful. Resurgence will happen later for units that I don't have yet, so it's not really useful right now, but whatever. Okay, I can get the Slither Hatchlings for cheap. Hello, let me click the button, please. Alright, we can get this now. I can get this as well. So that's going to help out with my tech going faster. Yeah, I'm now the keeper of the Immortal Diplomats, okay. So all this stuff is going to get burned down again, but probably not actually. I think I'll be able to get there in time. Roads within your own provinces are way faster than the other ones. I'm gonna be so mad if they like show up back up here again. Alright. They're moving in a way that makes me think they might actually try to take Runestar, which would be fine by me if they tried. Like, I'm pretty sure I get there in time to stop them. Okay, we got a new tome, finally. Okay, Tome of Dragons. Trying out the new stuff here. So this gives us access to the young dragons. We can either get the young fire or young frost dragons. We're going to go with fire dragons, obviously, at this instance. And these things obviously grow into the full-size dragons, which are very powerful. Looks like they're fighter-type units. I'm not sure what the tier 5 is, though. Okay, so we go with, obviously, the young dragon. The Draconian Transformation. Dragon-type natural regeneration. Heals 10% of its hit points as temporary hit points at the end of its turn in combat, though not more than the unit started combat with. Heals 10 points. Oh, this is really, really powerful. Immunity burning. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go with Young Dragon first, though, obviously. Okay, we got that. Let's start working on this next, and then this. Oh, this only works on things that have that. Okay, so I can't use that yet. That's fine. No? Okay, it got 2 turns to end the pillage down there. That's fine. I think I reached them this turn. Yeah. I wish I could reach this guy, but just a little bit out of reach. The heck? Those little weasels. Those pieces of trash. What do they do? God bloody heck. Alright, so they've maneuvered just outside of my range here a little bit. but if I do this, I can still get that. Apparently that stopped that, actually, from... Okay, I've actually stopped it. This is enough that I can still do this, though. And I can move back in. It's fine. Okay. I'm actually just going to go Arcane Institute without the bonus. Over here, we're going to have more of this. Market. Don't need those. Could go with the less gold to build. I can start rush building some science buildings, which I think we're going to do. Okay, we got a full-on alliance. These guys have clustered up in a way that makes them vulnerable, so this should be fine. I need to switch over to Kerbal. I really want to get some of this done, though. But I really want to do both. Is there a way I can play both games at the same time? Oh, they're going to full stack attack me here. I wonder if they're going to do it smartly. They're not. Okay. Wait, what? How come we're not... Okay, well, I actually have to go back a turn anyway. Apparently this... Because, like, what's supposed to happen is there's a reinforcement range. I think it's a provincial boundaries thing is stopping us from getting all three. Which is absolute nonsense when that happens, but... I'm just going to hit auto combat, lose, and then go back. Because, like, there's no way we win this, obviously. Yeah. So we have to go load game. I gotta go back to, like, I think turn 40. Which is kind of, like, it is bullshit. Like, that is bullshit. The reinforcement range not being consistent, sometimes the rules for it being consistent is really weird to me. Because if we take a look here, if I get attacked there, reinforcement range, all three of them. So it should be like that. Because there is a province boundary. Why was it like that? It's so annoying. Okay. Gonna actually move up a bit more here so we can potentially do something else. Okay, it's gonna just replace that other turn here. It's gonna take a little while, but necessary to do, I feel like. They've actually moved to take on a different thing this time. Which is kind of weird, actually. Oh, I think I know why that happened. I was technically inside the boundary of the city with that unit. Which removes it from the reinforcement thing is what happened, I think. Although, should that be the case? I don't actually know if that's actually supposed to be the way that that works. Okay, so I have to move you to, like, here. And then use this much faster unit to initiate, which gets us 2 hits, actually. Should be able to auto-combat that. I can't. Okay. I've got my dragon, though. So I could just, like, fly up here and then nuke them all, basically. I want to step just outside of the range of the fighting here, so I think here is perfect. Yeah, aspect of the route I think is going to be a big change up in how well we fight here. Mighty Meek as well, I think, is going to be a big change in how we fight. I think we got a couple things since the last time we did a real fight that we have changed up on. Gonna make us way more powerful than we were previously. Soul Overflow. That shouldn't make a huge difference here, honestly. I kind of want to hit the back lines with this, rather than trying to go for the front lines. I also potentially could go up a bit. No, apparently... I don't think I can properly get backline here. I think we're going to have to just hit like this. So we're going to move up and then defend. I think we just throw out bolts, but for now we can potentially do this. We have enough tier 1s that this is actually pretty hard hitting right now. Could also go after these guys, because they have got some scariness, but I think we're best off. I think we're going to do Fury of the Horde. Activates our Star Blades, activates all that other stuff. Way harder hitting on that. I just want to also be able to get like these extra units here ready for this fight here. Honestly, the AI should be pushing forward towards me about now. I'd imagine. Ouch. Okay. So here's where we get to do this sort of stuff. So we apply this. That automatically puts us in defense mode, but also heals us. Wait, didn't that heal us? How come that didn't heal him? What? Am I blighted? Oh, I've got to... Yeah, I've got blighting. Okay, well. Still, though. The general principle. Wait, what? Summons a random tier 3 and they changed this. I kind of liked the way it was before, honestly. Not 100% sure of where I want to get these hits here. I think we do this. Do charge strike and negate. Oh, they have the ability to ignore that, those jerks. Still, though, I think we do this. I'm going to take an attack of out from this guy regardless, but I guess we could do this way. I feel like I'm better off doing it this way. This is a flank, let's do this. This guy's got Blight on him as well, so I can't use the heal thing. I can try to stun. I don't think our odds are very good, though. Yeah, I think we fly over here. Or actually... that would also potentially be good, but... I kind of like the idea of doing this. It just opens me up to getting hit by archers really badly. Try and stop their backline from doing stuff. Yeah, I need to do this. It's too many little opportunities where a little bit more damage is going to make a big difference here. Not quite enough. If I got the crit, it would have been, but... Well, have I actually got nothing left to do? Okay, well. Glad they didn't go after those horses there. Also glad they're going after these guys. Because the summons getting killed is absolutely fine. Rather stop them from going after me there. These guys are combat casters, so I guess that's why I'm allowed to do this. Doesn't do very much damage, but that's fine. Okay, 31 damage criticals are kind of vicious. Let's see if we can't finish this guy off with range and then kill those skeletons afterwards. That'll reduce the damage we take by a lot. Ooh. Or do it that way, that's also good. This might be a shatter from them. I think I go one more and then... didn't really help. Hoping for a little bit more accuracy there, but... let's try not to get blighted more. Oh wow, he didn't run. Okay. Nice. Okay, so we go back into here so that we can send everything next turn, then we send you here, and that's all fine. Stupid reinforcement rules in this game. Alright. I forgot what I was doing here. Wouldn't mind doing that, honestly. Doesn't make a huge difference, I don't think. I need the Mage's Plaza so I can get the Tavern. Champion of the Faithful. Plus 20 morale. That could actually be really good with Tome of Revelry, but I didn't go that route, so... I think we just take Endurance Training. I kind of need that so that, like, my tier 1s stop getting, like, mind controlled and stuff. Hasn't really happened much yet, but... I kind of feel like this guy I want to take Restoration on. Sense of training. Summon irregulars feels like it'd be useful here, but I think we're going to hold off. I forgot to take that. It's fine. I'm not going to take it this time. Did we... Okay, let's see if that fixes our problem that we had last turn. We should still be able to go and attack these guys as well, so that's not really an issue. So, like, trying to burn down all our stuff, we should be able to go. Not entirely sure what's up with what's going on here, but what's going on here? There's a tumult near your horde where you store your precious treasures. One of your guards brings one of the elven highborns in front of you. Found this thief trying to steal the evoker's robes from your horde, the guard explains. The thief looks up to you with fear in your eyes. She realizes how sacred thing of the horde of a dragon is, and how wrathful dragons are known to be. Having entered your vault, she needs to be punished. Could just take her stuff, and that's what's fair. She could donate money to it, kill the thief. Chaos Boon. Strong prey upon the weak. Remember, this is a feast upon this thief. This is a ghost. I'm not sure eating the ghost would be useful. Or you could get a bunch of Imperium. The Imperium is probably the most valuable by a decent margin. Okay. So this part's going to be a bit jank. Can I do... I can only do one spawn summon irregulars. So... I'm gonna do that like that. Move you to here for now. That should be in range of an attack over there. Okay, so this is a fight that is slightly in my favor. Apparently it's not tremendously in my favor or anything like that, but that'll also let me do this fight. What if I did this one first and then moved him into that other army? This might also get me like a level or something. Not likely, but you never know. Okay, so now I move you into there. Alright, I have to do it like this. And that gets me the whole stack versus their whole sort of thing here. Let's see here. They have got Dark Knights, which is pretty scary. They've got Entwined Protectors. They've only got one hero, Melindus the Lifeless, which is a very high-level hero, though. Not as strong as a dragon, honestly, but even a level 7 dragon, I think, eats that. $2,384 versus 2,363. I don't know why we're suddenly a little bit closer. Did I take more hit point damage than I thought I did? I might have. Still. Let's just see if we can auto-combat this. If I can't, I'm going to switch to Kerbal. Honestly, like, that's pretty bad. I'm going to hit retry, we'll get into the combat, and then we'll, switch off to the other game, though. Given their composition, like, they should be fairly fire vulnerable, so, like, the fact that we have got this very scary Dragon Breath does mean we should be hitting them for a lot of damage, which I think we have been, but Things like these Dark Knights being way back here is kind of annoying. Yeah, these guys are undead. They've got -4 fire resistance. It's actually really good for us. But in any event, we'll leave that there. We'll leave that as is. And switch over to Kerbal Space Program. I have to try and get to the moon again, I believe, for my missions. No, did I do that already? Apparently I've got some trading cards here of Werner von Kerman, whom I dislike as he is a notorious war criminal. Okay. Apparently my launcher didn't open for Kerbal. I'm going to have to do this, I think, this way. Maybe I can't play Kerbal Space Program today. What's going on? Okay. Nope, looks like this is working now. I was considering just giving up for the day if that didn't work. Admittedly, something did just happen. What's going on here? Come on. You can run, game. Okay, there we go. Delay on my stream is actually pretty high. Wonder why that is. That's weird. It's like looking over here and seeing like how far behind my stream is. It's like quite a bit. Well, either way, it doesn't seem like it's actually reading on OBS here. No, now it is. Okay. All right, I remember. I did get to the moon. I did get back with the missions done. I needed to make some satellites now, which I don't actually know what they're for or what they do. I think I had to hire some scientists as well. All right, there we go. Kind of wondering, like, whether or not it'd be easier to get to Minmus first, or if I should be doing the, So I have got some things here. I've got to get transmitter recover scientific data from the surface of Minmus. I have to plant a flag there. Oh no, I do actually have to get to the moon again. Okay. Well, fair enough. Yeah, I accidentally... Vessel imminent disaster 2 is missing parts gear small. Wonder why it keeps doing that. Okay, that all looks fine. That all looks fine. I wonder what they're talking about here. Okay, so one of the things that I've got available now is I do have an even bigger general rocket, or solid fuel booster. The Thoroughbred, which is the same as having like these three things all together. Is there a larger version of Separatron in like there that I could stack three of these together basically? I can't even remember where that goes under. Structure? Yeah, I wonder if there's a bigger version of this thing. Well, regardless, I can get rid of this for now. I guess we'll try out just having like 2 stages of Thoroughbreds. Or it looks like I could actually have like 3 of these stacked up together and that's about equal. Yeah, so that's about equal in terms of like components and stuff like that. I'm gonna definitely need some wings here. Okay. So this is just going to be a like basic test of figuring out like how those rockets compare to. Oh, I need separators. I think I need these larger ones. Or are these smaller ones? I think these are smaller ones. Yeah, these ones. Okay, that's already got a decoupler. Okay. So, that's not good. Okay, so that burns, that decouples and burns, that decouples and burns. This has to go down here. After that burn, this decouples, that burns. Okay, that looks good. That looks fine. So we're just going to see how this compares to the previous engine type. Stacking together like 3 of these could be really funny. In terms of like stacking them in a cluster sideways, that might be a lot of thrust. We'll find out eventually. But for now, apparently these things do not actually have enough to lift themselves off the ground. So that's interesting. So, revert to vehicle assembly. I wonder if it's capable of launching with like multiples of them working together, but that is interesting that I can't launch like that. Okay. Aerodynamics. Okay, so that, I think, is probably fine as just a basic check here. This isn't very refined, but we're just going to try these out, see what these are capable of doing is what we're basically just trying out here, seeing how strong these things are. Apparently not very, compared to the weight that we have going on there. Ooh, that is some stretching. Okay, so apparently we need some struts. Apparently we need some lateral structural components to keep those things actually attached to us physically. Fine, fine. Okay. I'm feeling like the previous arrangement that we had before we set up with these new engine types were actually probably stronger in terms of like overall thrust. But we'll see. Now we got this sort of stabilized. Getting rid of the bottom stages is going to get rid of a lot of weight, so I wonder if we're going to continue accelerating once we hit this one, or if we're not going to accelerate, like we're going to decelerate while using that. We should be further out in the atmosphere, like away from gravity, so it should be better, relatively speaking. But I'm not actually fully sure if this arrangement is getting us much more power than our previous arrangement was. Honestly, I think we are, but it's really going to depend on what's like once we switch down to just one engine. Like, how's that going to compare, basically? The like fuel amount in these seems to be the real big difference. Like the fact that we're still burning. Oh, that guy is lighting on fire. That is interesting. That one's also lighting on fire. Seems like it's within tolerance, though, so. We are, in fact, decelerating while going full burn. That's stabilized, so like it's a distance thing. So we are starting to accelerate again. I think I had sort of like hit a brief pause when we ran out of fuel, and that was probably the deceleration moment. Everything else is probably actually fine. Our apoapsis is still tiny, but we still got an entire extra one of these to burn. Like after this, so the third one is actually probably going to be where we get some real distance. I wouldn't mind maneuvering to prograde here. This thing's also trying to light on fire. Do these things just intrinsically want to light on fire? I probably don't need fins on the third set here. That's actually seems redundant in this case. Alright, we're officially in space now. We've got one more solid fuel booster. Might as well burn it. By the time this one finishes, our apoapsis is going to be like 600,000. If not like millions. So I guess these are more powerful, it's just the weight of them forces you to like really push for that first stage if you're doing this. So I think that's where the trouble lies, but once you got there, it's actually pretty good. I'll try and just nudge our prograde up here to a different angle. Our apoapsis is like, yeah, still going. And we're at an angle too, so we're gaining lateral movement too. It's actually accelerating how fast that's going up here. Gonna hit stability assist, and then we're just gonna try and tap this so that we're going further out. Oh, we've run out finally. That's a 500,000 apoapsis. It's a 1 minute 33 burn. Stage this next part. Let's see what this takes to get us into an orbital. I can actually, like, go down quite a bit. This is good in plane with the moon. I think this launch is actually pretty good. I think we've got a very good launch here. I can drop our periapsis down, like, a lot. Okay. We can be down at, like, a minute-long burn. I think that's actually too little, but yeah, a little bit too little. Minute 15 is still pretty good. I guess we'll use this tool here. Set as targets. It's actually not that bad. Okay. 7 minutes until we hit apoapsis. 6 minutes until we hit our target time. Alright, that's kind of crazy. I'm liking it. Okay, and we're looking at about half, less than half. It's almost a third of our fuel to get into orbit. So we're gonna have a lot of fuel to burn to get into the next stage, which is nice. Yeah, I feel like this is close enough in terms of like how flat this orbit is. Feels like it pretty much matches the lunar orbit. Okay. So let's speed things up a little bit, I guess. This test launch, I might as well just actually try to go for it. Like this test launch worked way, way, way better than I thought it was going to. I thought I'd need more adjustment. But yeah, this stuff's fine. I'm not too sure what the advantage this has over the other stuff I was using is, but it certainly brings me up higher. It's just like, it's not really much simpler than the previous rocket arrangement I had. Let's see here. It's 38 seconds is what I need to wait till. And then just full burn on that until the time's up. Yeah, it's quite a ways from now. Let's drop till we're at like 50 seconds or something like that. Okay. Should have checked actually if there's other like good high efficiency engines that I could be using right now. Because I did, I think, get some new high efficiency engines. That could have been good. Especially as a replacement for the Spark. That thing's kind of great, but kind of terrible. Okay, just trying to adjust our bearing to keep it on target here, but really I think we're fine. Okay, cool. Let's just double check our periapsis, make sure that we're not going to deorbit. We're fine. The moon is over there. It is heading this way. Okay, so I kind of have to do this at a weird spot, but that's fine. That gets us a periapsis of pretty weird, but moon periapsis is 710, 590, 550. I have to remember that, like, whenever I do this sort of thing, I always end up teleporting to the wrong one. I need to teleport to this one by clicking on it and doing something instead of what I want to do, which is completely not that. It's fantastic. I love the way that works. The controls just delicious. Love it. I should be able to warp to this, though. Without too much issue. Let's see here. This is a 42-second burn. I'm going to have lots of fuel for this one, actually. It's actually really, really good. Okay, this is a much better launch than our previous ones. In some abstract ways. Alright, so we do 21 second. Like, that extra distance away from Kerbal is where we're getting the extra bonuses from, but I didn't think it would be this much more efficient. The problem is I still am bad at landing on the moon, so that's a different issue. Yeah, we're going to still have over 800 meters per second in Delta V. After adjustment, it'll be less than that, but pretty close. Alright, burn. I always feel like I'm forced to move a lot more than I want to be on these. Like, change my angles and maneuver a bit. When I feel like you should just be able to point and go, but... Okay. How far off are we on this? We've got a periapsis, it's 414. It's pretty good, actually. I wouldn't mind it if I could get a little bit closer. So I just want to see, like, if I need to add, like, more... Yeah, so if I boost towards it a little bit, that's what we're looking for. I'm just going to freeform this a little bit here. Okay. Down to 122, I've still got 862 of the stuff there. And I'm just going to try and warp to here. There's the moon and all the lunar debris that we've chucked around there. Look at all this debris from our other stuff here. Fantastic. Love it. Love to see it. Okay, so we're now in lunar orbit instead of the previous. So we want to be burning retrograde here. And I kind of just freeform this, honestly, I think. What does a burn retrograde around this area look like? Well, it looks like a collision course. I guess we sort of have to wait till periapsis for some of this, but I could actually reduce our periapsis down to like nothing by burning now, which I think is actually worthwhile. It's pretty low already. I want to kind of drop it down to like 30 or so. Okay, and then I think we just zip over to the periapsis, basically. Get pretty close to it, and then we burn retrograde as hard as we can for a little bit. Hopefully don't hit any of our Kessler syndrome. I should be able to start burning now. So that shouldn't impact our periapsis too much. Like, we're trying to not lose too much periapsis, but the closer we are to it, the less we lose of it, so... Yep, there we go. That's proper orbit. It's going to keep burning away our apoapsis until it's down to nothing. Because I basically have to get rid of this entire engine's worth of fuel, which is interesting. Because we are going to ditch this engine, and I might be ditching it with fuel, which is crazy. I almost feel like we could just, like, plot a course where we land, like, somewhere around here by just fully decelerating now. Especially because we're doing a pretty good job of burning away our periapsis here, slowly here. I don't know, let's give it a try, I guess. We've got 664 delta V, and that's actually more than our speed. I'm actually going to wait till more periapsis, actually. What if we just... I think we could actually just do full burn. I think we could just do full burn. Because we're getting rid of this engine anyway. I think that if I full burn more than that, I'm going to actually not even land. Okay, let's deploy these. Just gonna try and get rid of some of our speed here going sideways. Because, like, that's kind of the main issue here, is we're traveling sideways quite fast. I got rid of pretty much all of it. Now we just basically fall planet side. Landing potentially into a crater, but hopefully that's not going to cause us to crater, it's fine. Okay, that's very much just straight up and down now. Just trying to burn away this fuel, honestly, at this point, but... I guess we'll use this to burn away a little bit of speed once we get closer. Okay. Oh, geez. That was... I hit too much acceleration there. I need to hit this button here. I think I'm heading towards that crater, which is not great. Maybe we're not. Okay, let's get rid of you. Oh, we have got the very weak engine here, so I do need to be burning. Might have even started this burn too late. Looks like we're going to be heading towards a sort of shallow cliff here, but I might be heading too fast. No, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. In fact, I think actually we're accelerating away from... I think we're traveling too fast in a different... Yeah, I need to arrest my speed on the lateral, it looks like. That's the problem. Oh god, my game froze. Okay. Okay, I need to actually continue burning a little bit like this. Ah, what the heck? It's saying sticky keys, oh god. Okay, I don't know my actual velocity, because I know I'm traveling laterally a little bit, but... No, that was hovering. I was actually getting to hovering there. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, I already know I can get up from this. Because of these things. So this isn't too bad. So I know that this angle lets me actually take off, which is crazy, but also really funny. So I'm just going to want to, like, maneuver this so that I'm facing slightly more the right direction here. Getting our reaction wheels to spin us right round, like a record or something like that. So we should be able to take off from here. It's just a very rough, very manual kind of launch. Oh, I hear thunder out there. Nice. Alright, Bob. You're going EVA. This is going to be an easy way to get back into the thing at least, so that's nice. Actually, I don't think I've got a ladder anymore. So that's probably... It's good that we landed sideways. I don't have a ladder. Alright, let's have you take a surface sample here. Transmit or recover scientific data. What counts as that, I wonder? Well, either way, let's go ahead and plant a flag. There we go. Okay. Well, okay. That didn't work. Should also do an EVA report while we're here. Why am I getting so much science? This is the second time I've been here. Okay, how come I can't grab? Oh boy. Okay. Board B. Alright. Perfect. Conduct a material study. We'll do all of these, I guess. Am I on a different part of the moon? Moon's highlands. That's why. Well, it's lucky that we landed somewhere different. Close doors. Where's our goop? There it is. Okay, so here's the rocky part. Now that we've got all that scientific data, I have to, like, ramp up this thing using... Oh boy, okay. Let's do a crew report as well. There we go. Looks like our crew report, actually, we can... Review reports. I can just transmit here. That's 100%. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to do this the other way. Because I'm rapidly running out of electricity, and I think that's because of the... Is it because of this? Let's turn that off. Okay, that stopped... I stopped losing that. This is 35%, so... Just keep experiment. Okay, well, no point delaying it anymore. Okay, so this is not a good way to take off, but... Okay, that's not going great here. We've landed on the side which I don't have as much of that control over. Okay, let's... I don't have the ability to plot, so I can't figure out which way I have to go, but I'm pretty sure if I hit up is what I do to go up here. Nope, we're about to die. Yeah. I have to revert to vehicle assembly. Oh man. That landing is just so rough. If I had rolled onto a different side... I don't know how I did it the other time, like where I took off that way, but I have done it. Man, landing on the moon is hard for me. I'm always moving too fast, like one way or the other, in one of those other weird directions. I wonder how I make sure I land on like the Highlands again, because that would actually be really, really good for us. Well, for a test on these things, that actually was remarkably successful. It's just I can't land. I'm very bad at it. Either way, I can hear some thunder and lightning, so I might lose connection at a moment's notice here. I'm not too sure. But, I mean, I guess since we know that the launch works, we might as well just continue on with these. I can actually remove some of these, I think, fins. Yeah, I'm seeing flashes of lightning. I really like lightning storms, actually. They're quite relaxing to me, but... Depends on what you like. Okay. I wonder why I couldn't get that scientific data to transmit either. I'm not too sure about that part. Maybe I needed a better... It said I had 100% connection, so it should have been able to transmit. I guess it depends on like what counts as scientific data. Like, is that just the stuff from this thing? Who knows? Honestly, these look like more like the rockets I'm used to seeing in terms of like the contrail I'm seeing coming out of it than the other ones that I've used. So these might be more accurate to sort of real life ones or something. It's hard to tell though. I don't really know that much about like rockets or anything like that. I do know it is not good for the metal of the thing holding all those gallons of like explosive fuel turning red hot. That doesn't seem great, but it's probably fine actually. I feel like my surface velocity is actually higher than it was in previous launches. Like, even compared to previous time I was doing the exact same sort of thing here. Okay. I want to keep nudging this further and further over just so that it puts me on a flatter trajectory. But going straight up is actually probably still pretty good at this point. I probably could have been just going straight upwards. 10,000 meters to space. It's 10 kilometers. There we go. We're in space. In comes the music. It's funny when the music keeps cutting in and out when you're, like, trying to lower orbit. Try an angle to here. See how that goes for us. I think we'll be closer to, like, the planet, which would be unfortunate, but we'll have a much wider angle. Because I don't think we're going to make it to, like, the 500,000 that we did last time, or whatever we had. But I think we might still be able to make 400,000. Maybe we will, actually. That lateral amount is getting us a lot of distance, too. Blasted past 400, we might still make 500. I think I was at closer to 600 last time, I think. Well, okay. I think I was closer to 600,000 though, it seems like 580. Oh yeah, that's... This is a very good one, actually. Man, I need to practice my moon landing skills, because they are bad. Okay. Can get all the way down to a 55-second burn with this one. That was actually a really good launch. It's actually probably one of my best launches, like, ever. Alright, so I guess I have to wait till I'm at 27 seconds. I forgot to check how well we're doing in terms of, like, real in or radial out. This actually doesn't look too bad. I think we're okay. Got a little bit more time. I can do this. Set as target. This is probably... that's a little bit... We're a little bit off. No, that's the wrong direction. Okay, that's close enough, honestly. Okay. Still 27 second burn. Okay. If I can land on the moon, like, I'm not going to show you guys my deorbiting process to get back, or if I land properly and take back off and head towards Kerbal, I'll cut the video there because like it's not really worth watching me just circle Kerbal over and over and over again for like an hour. But more likely I'm gonna like fall on my side again. I need to like make it so that my lander is really, really wide to make it so that like I sort of land and sort of like topple around, but ultimately stabilize laterally, like sideways. Just to compensate for my complete lack of skill. Just find engineering solutions. It's just like, you could just land better. It's like, what if I did this complicated thing where we create this sheet that extends out laterally that stops me from tipping over sideways? It's like, I mean, you could do that, but you could also just land better. Nah, it doesn't sound like me. I did forget to check to see if there were better engines, but honestly, these ones are fine. I actually really like the really weak engine in some ways for landing back on Kerbal, because it's actually really, really good at it. I've actually had runs where like I was trying to land back on Kerbal and I was burning for like a half hour and I still had fuel left, so I had to try and ditch it while it still had fuel in it. Okay. Okay. Good enough. Moon there. Okay. Well, that's a collision. Periapsis of 36,000. That's probably pretty good. It's probably pretty good. Reaction wheel is not doing this enough. I need to get another one. I need to get some more. Okay. It's 23 seconds, T-minus 23. We're only using 790. We're going to have over 1,000 Delta V after this maneuver. Doing a really good job of keeping our fuel together with this run. Liking that. Normally I'm so bad at like keeping the fuel gauge like full. And in real life. So this is actually a nice, pleasant sort of happenstance. Okay. Just watching down to our maneuver. It's one of those things where it's like requires a little bit more focus than you'd think it would, because it's easy to miss your mark on this sort of thing when you're not paying attention. Really easy to hit if you are paying attention, but if you're just not paying attention, you just miss it. Okay. This is going to be very easy for me to accidentally plot a collision course for this one, but Sometimes that's what you do. Sometimes you do the numbers and you just really want to hit the moon hard. Yeah, like here, for example. I think we're on a collision course. Yeah, we got a periapsis of 13,000, which is basically nothing. But you know what? It should be fine. Can turn SAS off for now. We can go to the moon encounter. Yeah, we were going to be real nice and tight on this one. Wonder what the heck I clicked on. Alright, well, whatever. It's fine. Okay. So, I definitely don't want to lose any more of the periapsis right yet. Okay, SAS, retrograde. Wait till we're on retrograde, then burn as hard as we possibly can because we're already at our mark, apparently. Okay, so I want to land, I think, somewhere like here. Okay. Well, I think I don't want to land like right here, so I'm going to wait till we move a little bit and then adjust this. I'm going to be moving a bit. I got a bit too much fuel, which is a weird problem to have again, but I think I flipped. Okay, retrograde is pointing basically straight down. Maybe I just eject the fuel at this point. Why don't I just do this and reduce our speed by a little bit? Just make it so that we're traveling at like a steady speed the whole way down, I guess. As we get closer, acceleration is going to increase, so we have to keep... We can't just sort of keep on this the way that we would sort of want to, but we have to keep adjusting it. If we want to do it this way, which is a stupid way to do this regardless, but... Keeping our speed at a constant velocity consumes a bunch of fuel and doesn't really accomplish much, so that's why we're doing it. Ooh, we are facing straight down now, though. That is quite good. What the heck? I don't want to flip around like that. That would be catastrophically bad. Accidentally decelerated way too much. I don't honestly know that this is accomplishing anything useful. Burning the fuel instead of just ejecting it. Like, I feel like ejecting it might be smarter, but it's the principle of the thing. If you brought the fuel, you might as well use it. It's a nice, smooth-looking landing spot, too, so... Okay. I hope I don't land on top of the engine. I just realized that that might be a problem that we have. Hopefully this thing flies a little bit sideways somehow. Also realized I haven't got these extended. Maybe if we're lucky it'll explode and won't be there. This engine's actually weak enough that I kind of have to start accelerating or decelerating like quite early. Okay, it did explode and it is bouncing out of the way, so that's good. Yeah, it's rolling quite a distance. So that also kind of implies to me that we're quite we're at some kind of angle that we're about to land on. It's less flat than I had originally thought. Okay, well, that exploded again. Good. Lovely. How come they can't make nice, smooth landing pads for me on the moon? That'd be nice. That'd be nice of whoever lives there. There's a little light here that seems to indicate whether or not I need to do something with my speed. Okay. Well, I think we've made it again. We are moving laterally a little bit faster than I'd like, but... well, that's unfortunate. Oh, and it's on this side as well. That's the one that we can't easily get up off of. Can we maybe... okay, we got up on this side instead. Okay, we've done a full flip, which helps. Oh, might be too much of a full flip. Oh god. Oh no. Apparently this is actually a quite steep hill, because we're still going. Oh, can we... come on, reaction wheels, you can do it. Yeah, we're still going down this hill. This is actually a very steep hill. Okay, we stopped. Nope, we're still going. Okay, so I need to figure out something here. That direction seems to be the one. I want to try and get a lucky tumble. Oh, that was close. Man. The way that this works is it seems to always push me in the way I don't want to go. Like, it always pushes downward, so there's something wrong with the angles that I'm working with here. Let's retract this, see if that lets us... actually, no. Let's extend these. Let's retract these. I need to get across from this orientation, though. Can I roll over now? We're still rolling down the hill, by the way, but... no, it's not working. I can't get it. Ugh. Well, I am legitimately wondering, though, like, what is the best way to sort of stabilize a landing? Because that's the part, like, I can never get it so that I just land properly. As much as I like doing this, this is very funny to me, but... oh, I do have a ladder. I remember having trouble actually getting up with this thing, so I'm going to move this up a bit. Now I can't even click on the ladder. Don't save. I think that's fine. Need something that stops us from, like, I don't know. I also feel like I could do a rotate on these things. Because if these are splayed out wider and they extend, that'll give a wider base, which looks stupider, but also is much probably stabler. Either way, though, I've got to get going pretty soon here, so I don't think I've got another chance at the moon here. But, yeah, I'll probably actually do this on Monday. I'm going to skip playing Age of Wonders 4 on Monday, and I'm going to go straight to Kerbal or something, I think. Unless there's more construction, I don't know. Yeah. By the way, I'm going on vacation pretty soon, and I'm going to do something special for that. Not too sure what, but that's in the pipes, so hopefully it'll be something interesting that I cook up, but who knows. Regardless, though, hope you found this one enjoyable. Yeah, hope to see you guys all on Monday.